Did you know that some sharks never sleep the way we imagine? Unlike most animals, they have to keep moving to survive. But why don't sharks ever really sleep? Sleep is a vital need for almost all living things, but these sea creatures have developed an adaptation that breaks the rules we know. Stay with me, because the answer is as fascinating as it is unexpected. Hey everyone! Today, I'm taking you into the mysterious world of sharks, the fascinating predators of the oceans. Contrary to what you might think, sharks don't sleep like us or like most other animals. Their constant need for movement has puzzled scientists for years. But why do sharks seem to never sleep? And how do they manage to survive without the rest that we consider vital? To understand this, we first need to grasp the complexity of their physiology. Sharks are among the oldest predators on the planet, having evolved hundreds of millions of years ago. Their evolution has been marked by extreme adaptations that allow them to thrive in the most diverse marine environments. One of these adaptations is their unique way of handling sleep. Unlike land mammals, sharks don't have a respiratory system that works without movement. This means they don't have the ability to breathe effectively while staying still, like humans do during sleep. This constant need for movement to breathe is what led to the myth that sharks never sleep. In reality, sharks have found ingenious ways to work around this vital need while still resting. The constant movement of sharks is not just about hunting or survival in an environment where they are the top predators. For many shark species, movement is a biological necessity. Unlike us, sharks don't have a specific muscle to pump water through their gills. This means they have to swim continuously to circulate water and oxygen through their bodies. This process, called ram ventilation, is what allows them to breathe. If a shark stops swimming, it could literally suffocate. Not all sharks share the same needs when it comes to sleep and movement. Some species, like the leopard shark, can remain motionless for long periods using their buccal pumping. These sharks are able to alternate between states of alertness and partial rest, which allows them to rest without being completely vulnerable. Other species, like the great white shark, must keep moving throughout their lives. The fascinating thing is that even these sharks never sleep deeply like we do. They remain constantly semi-conscious, with part of their brain always awake to detect threats or hunting opportunities. This form of unihemispheric sleep, also found in dolphins, is an incredible adaptation that allows sharks to continue breathing while resting. The whale shark, the largest fish in the world, is another interesting example. Although it is difficult to study them in their natural habitat due to their size and deep-sea lifestyle, scientists believe they follow rest patterns that could be similar to those of other large sharks, alternating between movement and partial rest. Researchers have observed fascinating behaviors related to shark sleep. For example, some captive sharks, when placed in environments where they cannot swim freely, have been seen resting using the artificial current created by filtration systems. They find a position in the water where the current naturally passes through their gills, allowing them to remain still while breathing. Another interesting anecdote concerns the zebra shark. When it rests on the seabed, it can slow down its metabolism and bodily functions, thus reducing its need for oxygen. This ability allows it to remain motionless longer without risking suffocation, a particularly useful trait for an ambush predator. Observations of this type are rare, as sharks are discrete animals, difficult to study in their natural habitat. The hammerhead shark, with its distinctive head shape, also seems to exploit its environment in an ingenious way. Some have been observed actively floating, using updrafts to minimize the effort required to swim. This posture allows them to maintain water circulation through their gills while remaining almost motionless. A fascinating behavior that shows the ingenuity of sharks in managing their biological needs while resting. The unique role of sharks in the marine ecosystem is closely linked to their way of life, including their particular way of sleeping. By staying on the move, sharks help regulate fish populations and maintain the balance of marine ecosystems. Their constant vigilance, even when in a state of partial rest, allows them to remain effective predators, playing a key role in the ocean's food chain. Without sharks, many prey populations would explode, leading to imbalances that could disrupt the entire marine ecosystem. Their ability to stay active while partially resting is therefore not only a biological curiosity, but also an essential feature for the health of the oceans. As apex predators, sharks exert pressure on prey populations, preventing certain species from becoming overly dominant. This maintains biodiversity and ensures the health of coral reefs, seagrass beds, and coastal areas. It is also interesting to note that sharks play a role in eliminating weak or sick individuals from their prey. This behavior helps prevent the spread of disease and maintain healthy populations. Thus, even their method of partial rest indirectly contributes to their effectiveness as predators and to the overall health of marine ecosystems. The way sharks manage their need for rest while staying on the move is a fascinating adaptation that illustrates the diversity of survival strategies in nature. Their ability to maintain constant vigilance while remaining active shows how perfectly adapted these creatures are to their environment. The next time you think of sharks, remember that they don't sleep like we do, but that they have found a unique balance between rest and activity. It's another example of how nature finds ingenious solutions to life's challenges. Sharks, by their behavior, remind us that life in the oceans is a delicate dance between activity, rest, and survival. What did you think of this dive into the mysterious world of sharks and their sleep? Did it change your perception of these incredible sea creatures? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know what surprised you the most. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to discover other wonders of the world around us.